Hey everyone, and welcome to the Wyoming Knits YouTube channel. This is my channel where I like to talk about all things knitting. Today is Saturday, May 8th, 2024, and this is episode 44. You can find me on Instagram as Jenny Lee Knits, and you can find me on Ravelry as Jenny Lee S Knits. And today I'm coming to you from Southwest Wyoming, where I live with my husband, our daughter, and our little Yorkie, Dax. So thank you for joining me today. Remember to hit the like button and the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And I hope you stick around. I have a couple finished objects today and a few works in progress that I would like to chat about. So let's get started with what I have finished. So the first thing I have finished, you can see, is my Totally Tubular Turtleneck by Park Williams. I used the Knit Picks Wonderfluff to knit this with, and that was the recommended yarn. It was the sample yarn that she did hers in. I used the SweetPea heather color, and I think she used a brighter pink. I'll pop in some B-roll of me over here. I've already tried it on. It's a little too hot to wear it today. Right now it is 74 degrees outside in Southwest Wyoming, so a turtleneck probably isn't the best choice to wear the whole time while I'm recording. So that's the first thing I finished this week. And then the next thing I finished are a pair of socks. So last time I was working on these watermelon socks. This is the Premier Yarn Watermelon. And I was right here where you can see I've got my summer sock camp progress keeper. And I finished these last night. I did do a second one, so I have both of these finished now, and these will go in my drawer. This is 100% acrylic yarn, so hopefully they won't be too hot and I'll be able to wear them this summer. I got two different balls, and I don't know if you can tell, you can kind of tell the difference on this one in the white and kind of in the green. It looks like the red bled a little bit into the other colors, so I wasn't as happy with this ball of yarn. And then this one, the white is crisp and white. And so they're just a little bit different. So that's what I finished this week, and so now we'll chat about what I have worked on. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about today that I've worked on this week is it's living in my Sassy Sacks. And you've seen this before a few episodes ago. I'm using the Stroll Tweed, the Earl Grey Heather color, and some minis from Happy Mermaid Yarn Co. And this is my Stria cardigan. I think last time I was working on one of the sleeves. let's see. So I was working on this sleeve last time, and I was right here, and I finished this sleeve. So I did about that much work on it. I've got my markers marking my decreases, and I picked up for the next sleeve. So I've been working on this. Let's see. I want to get these sleeves finished this week so I can start on the collar. I haven't decided if I'm going to put buttons on it. It calls for buttons. It's the Stria by Andrea Mowry. It's all in half fisherman's rib. And so I'm not sure if I want to put buttons on it or if I just want it to be just like an open cardigan. So I have these minis right here. This one is the darkest purple. It's a Happy Mermaid Yarn Co. color that I got in my row 1. And then these 4 were Happy Mermaid Yarn Co. that I got in a mini set bundle. And I have one more green. This one was a Zen Yarn Garden. It was a 50 gram that I got in a mini set. So those are the colors that I'm using. I'm doing 3 greens and 3 purples. I'm excited to have this done. I've had it on the needle since Thanksgiving break, and so I would like to get it finished pretty soon so I can start working through some more yarn that I have in my stash and get some more cardigans or some more sweaters done. I do like working on the cardigans and the sweaters, so I have different things in my wardrobe that I can wear. The other sweater I've been working on this week is in my Redsldycreats bag. It's a snap bag. And here's her tag. You've seen this one quite a bit. I'm using Purl Soho linen quill. The Lychee pink color, and this is the Daily Pullover, but also by Purl Soho. And I have finished the body. I was right here last time. So I finished that much. Let's see. I did a tubular bind off on the hem. And I think this is going to be a little more cropped, but I did pick up the sleeve. I've got a few more decreases to go. I did put some stitch markers on here, and this is as many decreases as I have left. So hopefully I can finish my Stria cardigan and then one sleeve on this over the next week. We'll see how far I get. And then I've been working on one blanket, I think I put a couple rows on my DK Jelly Roll blanket, but it doesn't look very much different than the last time I showed it. Still on the same color. So I have been working a little bit on my mom's blanket. I have this in a Knit Stars bag, and I'm using the Lion Brand Mandala. I have a couple different colors, and this is the Feather and Fan blanket. It's a Yarnsparations pattern. It is no longer on the Yarnsparations website, but I did take a screenshot of the pattern, and it is on my Ravelry project page. Everything I talk about today will be linked in the description box below. All the links to patterns that I talk about, or shops, or anything like that, will be linked down below. So I've worked on this a little bit. After I finished my daughter's blanket last week, I decided that I should put some more progress on this one. This is all I have left of this cake, and then it will be back to where it was before I frogged it and started over. So, when you get to, I want to say it's this part right here, there's some yarn overs. No, it's in the middle. So there's yarn overs here that make the half circle, and so to make it so the holes aren't huge, I have been knitting through the back loop to try to tighten that stitch up just a little bit. So this one's going to be for my mom. It's going to take a while before I'm finished with it, but I think she's going to love it. And then I've worked on, I think I've only worked on 2 other socks this week. We'll start with my Shorty socks that I have. This is in my Knit for Brains bag, and this is how much I have done so far. Last time I was right here where this cute little camper progress keeper is. Oh, it twisted. There we go. So I've got just about that much done. I think I have maybe about 10 more rows before I do the toe. So this is a bamboo pop sock, and this is the color Breeze. I got this from the Yarn and the Tail a couple years ago. I was going to do it last year for summer sock camp, but this is 55% bamboo, 37% cotton, and 8% PBT, and it does not feel like regular sock yarn. It feels loose, like there's no structure really. So as I was knitting it up last year or the year before, when I decided to use it for socks, I wasn't quite sure if I liked the fabric it was making, if it was going to be tight enough, if it was going to fit or stretch out. So because there's 100 grams. Pretty sure there's 100 grams. Yes, 100 grams. And it's 492 yards. I'm pretty sure I can, if I like it, I can make another pair of socks with it. And if I don't, then we'll just find something else to do with it. So this is one of the socks I am making for a summer sock camp. And the other one is in my Mountain State Stitches bag that I've worked on a lot. It's the Yarnable color from June of 2022, Straighten Your Crown. And I'm using the Minecraft pattern. And this is my pineapple socks. So in the pattern, it has you start out with a 2x2 rib for the cuff, and then you go into the pattern, and then in the pattern there is these little these cute little bumps on the heel, but I wanted to do a slip stitch heel. That's the one I am most comfortable with, and so that's what I went with. But these are my pineapple socks. These are going to be for one of my friends, and I was right here last time. So I've got a ways to go. I'm still doing the decreases for the gusset, and I am so excited to work on these and have them finished. I think this texture is just like a pineapple. So it's a, excuse me, it's an easy, it's a 12-row repeat, but it's easy to memorize and figure out where you are in the pattern. I marked the last round of each repeat, and I did 6 repeats, so that was 72 rounds for the leg, and then we'll just see how many repeats I do for the foot before it's time for the toe. And that's, I think that's all the knitting I've done this week. I've had a lot more time for knitting, and so I've made a lot more progress on my bigger projects, like my sweaters, and so I've been working on those more throughout the day. I do have some mail. I got my Yarnable and my row 1, so we'll start with row 1. I already ripped open the package and took out the candies. And this is from Storyteller Stitchery this month. And it comes with a progress keeper. And most of the time it's themed towards the yarn or the season. And this time it is a book. So here is the yarn this time. I think these are going to be fun to put in a blanket or something. And then the other thing I got in the mail was my Yarnable. It comes with a little informational card. I'm a sucker for you this time. Brighten up your sipping experience with these cute cactus straw covers from Iconic MI. So that was this one. It goes on your straw. Let's see. So you put this on your straw and then you put this on the top, and then nothing can get on the top of your straw. Then there are keep your hands clean and fresh wherever you go with Love and Repeat wet wipes. So you can hang this on your backpack, your purse, and it is a cute little can with wet wipes inside. And then the last thing was natural lip balm. And then we have the yarn this time. It always comes in a bag, so you can choose to open it first or last. And then this is the color this time. And, oh, upside down. I like how she's putting the dates on here. So June 2024. And this will go in the stash to be worked on at a later date. I still have, let's see, all of my summer sock camp yarn. I have 3 more balls that I have wound up, 3 more skeins I've wound up into cakes and put in bags. I have yet to start on my June Lychee socks. So I have the color all picked out. I have the mini that I want to use. But I'm trying to decide if I want to do just plain vanilla or if I want to do a pattern. I really liked the second breakfast sock pattern, the way it knit up on last month's Lychee socks. I might do that one again. If you have a suggestion for just a pattern that would look good on self-striping, that not necessarily is for a self-striping yarn, because I could do the String of Lights pattern, I could do the second breakfast socks again, I might try the morning coffee socks by Kay the Crazy Sock Lady. I'm not sure, so if you have any suggestions for any sock patterns, I could even up here I have my 52 weeks of socks and my Summer LYS sock book that I could look through and see if I can find a pattern in there. I think I do want to do a pattern on those this month. Maybe after I finish my Shorty socks, I will get started on those ones. So let me know what you're knitting on. Let me know what you're excited to see next time and how much progress I make. Give me a suggestion for a sock pattern that would look good with self-striping. And I will see you all next week. Happy knitting!